Here we are in the creativity and children section. So this is in the room when you walk through the door. It'll be in the middle of the room on the right-hand side. And this is your place to get creative. So good things for this area are metal, white, round things, the element of earth, yellow, flat or square things. A TV would be good here. Toys and games are great in this section. Candy, magic tricks and cards, things like that. Parties, symbols of parties. You've got music, art, hobbies or crafts. It's a good place for the bed. Just think about how creative you'd like to maybe get in bed. Light bulbs or lights, and bells. Things you want to avoid would be fire, which this is my altar. There's a lot of fire, so I will explain to you in a moment how I get around that. Red stuff you'd like to avoid, and triangular or pointy objects are also things you would like to avoid. Anything that stifles your creativity, you want to take out of this stuff. Like, you don't want to keep your taxes here. Nobody likes to do their taxes. That doesn't feel good unless you're like cooking the books, in which case this is a great place for your taxes. So you want to be using your creative energy as much as possible here and moving away from anything that doesn't allow that. So let's take a little bit of a closer look. First of all, this is my altar. So this is where I sit and do meditations and things like that. This is my spiritual playground. So I've got all of my cards, my tarot cards, my runes there, sage and Palo Santo. Now you see all those feathers, and actually this is full of feathers and this is full of different beads and things. I collect all this stuff. I'm like the feather person. So if you know me personally and you find feathers, please do bring them to me. I use them to make those feather saging sticks. So that's my creative zone as far as creating those things, as far as connecting into spirit with the cards. Now, here we are with fire in an area where we're not supposed to have fire. However, I'm using that deconstruction or destructive principle here where I'm hooked it up with an undulating object. An undulation means water, so it balances out that fire. Here we've got Ganesh, we've got Lakshmi, and Saraswati. And Saraswati is actually the goddess of art, so that's really fun. We come up here, we've got a unicorn, and this unicorn has a great story behind it if you're ever out and want to ask me about it, around manifestation. But again, we've got fire, but I get around that fire because it is inside of a turtle, and a turtle obviously lives in the water, so we are supporting things with that. Over here, we've got a Buddha and another piece of fire that is in a lotus. So again, we're surrounded by water with that. And these are various things that are of importance to me in my spiritual practice. Same thing over here. We've got a lot of water in general that shows up here. So again, we've got another lotus. And inside these drawers are craft supplies and spiritual supplies, things that I create with, whether I'm creating magic or art. And then this is my inspiration wall. These are all my little affirmations that I have here to remind me every single day how magical the world can be and that I am in control of my reality. So yeah, this is my creative space, my child space. It's where I come to work with my inner child. So for me, it's really perfect. And it butts up against our helpful people and travel section, which we'll talk about a little bit tomorrow.